Say what?
What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you a new episode of Say What, where we talk about new music happenings in the world, and I'm so excited about this happening. If you haven't heard yet, Tom York and Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead, one of my favorite bands of all time, have created an offshoot trio band called The Smile. And they released this as a surprise at the Glastonbury Music Festival. If you didn't get a chance to see it, somebody did post in 3 separate segments on a Radiohead Reddit page the full performance. So thank you to whoever you are, because I got to see it that way, and I'm sure many of you have and will soon, because if you haven't seen it yet, it's incredible. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like Radiohead meets Tom York's solo project, Atoms for Peace, mixed in with a little bit of jazz flavor. The drummer that they're using is not Phil Selway from Radiohead. It is Tom Skinner from a jazz band called Sons of Kemet, and he is great. You know, he fits the part perfectly. It's a little more. There's elements of math rock in the new sound, where some of the stuff you can tell it's odd time signatures, but you can still groove to it. Like my favorite right now, I can't get this bass groove out of my head, is the second song they performed called The Smoke. It's just such a cool bass groove, and it's performed on bass by Tom York himself. He's slapping the bass now, which is so cool. And actually, he and Johnny trade off instruments. They go back and forth with guitar and bass, and then also on a couple songs, Tom plays keys. But it's just the 3 of them, and for a 3-piece, they've got such a huge sound. It's cool how they started the performance with an unreleased and unfinished Radiohead song called Skating on the Surface, which is very mellow, very chill, and it kind of eases you in from Radiohead to The Smile. Now, I'm hoping that Radiohead is not finished, and I'm sure it's not, because they haven't made any such announcement. I'm sure there will be Radiohead in the future, but for now, I'm really digging The Smile, man. It's Skating on the Surface, you weren't sure if it was going to continue to be a mellow performance, but then the smoke kicks in with that cool bass groove, and you're like, oh yeah, teeth out, you know what I'm saying, grooving along. And then it gets even up another amp with You Will Never Work in Television Again, which is like pure post-punk rock. So if you were wondering if this is going to be more mellow than Radiohead, it's very similar to Radiohead, because you got the mellow, you got the hard rock, and you've got the grooves, all 3 of the elements that make Radiohead great. So if you like them, you're gonna like The Smile. The next track, Opposites, is another one of my favorites, another great bass groove, and it's just so cool to watch them perform too, because any groove that complicated to perform and sing at the same time, Tom York is just a genius. And obviously you can rank him up there with some of the greats like Sting, who play bass, intricate bass parts, and sing at the same time. The man's incredible. So The Smoke, Opposites, Just Eyes and Mouth is another favorite of mine that has Tom on keys. There's Panavision. There's sorry, I'm reading off the screen. You Don't Know What Tomorrow Brings is a very cool song that has like a deep synth sound. And of course, Johnny Greenwood is just an incredible musician in his own right. The man does original music scores for film like There Will Be Blood and many other Paul Thomas Anderson movies. But just to watch him playing guitar is so fun to watch, watching his hair flop around. And then the last song is called Thin Thing, and another rocker. And I just can't wait to see what happens next. I'm sure they're going to have a release, whether it's an EP or a full length. I mean, 8 songs is technically enough for a full length. So hopefully that is imminent. But again, if you haven't seen the performance yet, check it out. I will try to put a link in the description below that you can get to it too. And hopefully that stays up for some time. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you psyched about the Smile? Are you excited to see some Radiohead members doing some stuff, whether it's Radiohead or not? I know I am, and I am in for it. And this is making 2021 very exciting, very highly anticipating this. So thank you guys for watching another episode of Say What. Stay tuned. We got top fives every Friday, album reviews, so much more, and the top 100 songs of all time as voted by you guys coming next week. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.